Hello and welcome to the channel. The Economic Community of West Africa States, Ecowas, has told the Nigerian junta to hand over quickly, as continuous delay in the process will only bring down the might of the region's military on them. Recall that Ecowas had tried various sanctions and threats in trying to resolve the crisis. So far, the coupists aren't budging and has said they would hold on to power for 3 years before transitioning to civilian rule. It is like a game of chess between these two. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Don't delay to hand over. We are still considering military intervention. Ecowas warns Niger Republic junta. Nigerian President Bola Tinubu-led Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has asked the junta in the Niger Republic to listen to voice of reason and return power to democratic government, insisting that the option for military action against the junta is still on the table. This is as the junta, who usurped power from democratically elected President Mohamed Bazoum through a bloodless coup on July 26, have ignored the West African bloc one-week deadline and refused to return constitutional power to President Bazoum. Recall that last week, ECOWAS said it had begun the activation of its standby force in the Niger Republic. The Niger military leader, Abdurrahmane Chiani, after meeting with an ECOWAS delegation led by Nigeria's former military head of state, Abdusalami Abubakar, said the country would return to civilian rule within 3 years. But ECOWAS rejected a 3-year proposed transition plan, saying it would no longer accept such prolonged periods in the sub-region. On Friday, President of the ECOWAS Commission, Omar Aliyu Toure, told newsmen that the West African bloc is determined to ensure that coups in the region do not become a habit. Toure therefore called on the Niger junta to reconsider its stance, saying that even now, it is not too late for the military to reconsider its action and listen to the voice of reason, as the regional leaders will not condone a coup d'etat. The real issue is the determination of the community to halt the spiral of coup d'etat in the region. Toure noted that military intervention is not a declaration of war or an invasion of Niger as being threatened or insinuated by the Niger junta and their supporters. According to the ECOWAS Commission President, such intervention would be a legitimate force allowed under ECOWAS statutes agreed by members. He said that the instruments include the use of force, so it is very much on the table, as are other measures we are working on. If peaceful means fail, ECOWAS cannot just fold its hands. Toure also threw light on the position of ECOWAS in the Niger crisis and expressed worries that the military intervention was fast creeping back into Africa and that it was time to end the contagion. He, however, assured the people of Niger that the regional body was concerned about their welfare as it worked towards restoring civilian rule and political stability in the country. Toure, while expressing disappointment over the current development in the Republic of Niger, also added that the list of attempted coup d'etat in the region is one coup too many, and resolved that it was time to end the contagion. The situation in Niger was particularly unfortunate as it came at a time the country was doing comparatively well in terms of security and economic growth. Justifying the planned deployment of military force to reinstate Bazoum, Toure tasked those challenging the legality of the decision of ECOWAS heads of state to do more research on the issue. He frowned that in spite of numerous provisions against the military government and sanctions provided in the various articles on charters in the region, the decision to deploy military against the junta has been taken out of context and repeatedly misrepresented in the media as a declaration of war against Niger Republic or a planned invasion of the country. It is even tragic that some influential persons in the community have promoted this narrative, which has been hyped in the social media as the gospel truth. These persons have conveniently ignored the strenuous efforts of the community to engage with the junta to reverse the attempted coup. For the avoidance of doubt, let me state unequivocally that ECOWAS has neither declared war on the people of Niger, nor is there a plan, as it is being purported, to invade the country. The ECOWAS authority of heads of state and government has only activated a full-scale application of sanctions, which includes the use of legitimate force to restore constitutional order, never as ECOWAS indicated it. In the interim, the region is employing other elements of its instrument and engaging with the military authorities, as can be attested to by the several missions that have been fielded to the country, and our joint efforts with our partners including the African Union and the UN. We are hopeful that these diplomatic efforts will yield the desired outcome and make it unnecessary for the deployment of the force. Nonetheless, preparations continue towards making the force ready for deployment. Consequently, the technical arms of the decision-making organs, which include the Committee of Chiefs of Defense Staff, have also been directed to prepare the community enforcement mechanism in case it becomes compelling to deploy force. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Toure added that the decision of the heads of state and government to activate the clause providing for the application of legitimate force in Niger was reached only after dialogue failed. We are deeply concerned about the well-being of the people and the country. Historically, military administrations have not demonstrated any capacity to better deal with complex political, social, and security challenges. Let me reiterate that the decision of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, which is currently chaired by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is to work for the peaceful restoration of civilian rule in Niger Republic without any delay, and to use all the instruments at the disposal of ECOWAS towards the attainment of this goal. Recall that President Bola Tinubu yesterday said he was managing a serious situation and that he was the one holding back the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS heads of state and government. Tinubu, who is the chairman of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, also implored a delegation of Islamic scholars, ulamas, who were previously engaged in discussions to facilitate the restoration of constitutional, democratic governance in the Niger Republic, to expedite progress in the ongoing dialogue with the military junta. The President, in a statement by Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, said, "I am managing a very serious situation. If you take ECOWAS aside, other people will react, those who are outside of our control. I am the one holding those sides back. I am the one holding back ECOWAS." That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.